Going live.
Going live. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Let's fail that.
Are we on? Hello?
Hi guys, are we live there? Can you see us?
It's gonna be. You're up! Hi! Sorry, we've had some technical difficulties. Again, seems to be that usual.
What's that?
How is everybody? Sorry to keep you waiting. Our tech guy was a little slow.
Me? Can't control the internet
No.
speed.
Anyway, hello and welcome. And as you can see, we are not on Catalpa. We're going to fill you in a minute. We'll just wait for everyone to jump on.
Sound is
Hey, sound is pretty low. I don't know how to fix that. Do you?
Connect to the Starlink. I think it's just...
Doesn't matter how I sound.
No, I think it's just the quality of the... What is it? The Wi-Fi's terrible.
Sorry, we thought we'd be better here because we did a Zoom call the other day and the Starlink on the boat was pretty crappy, so we came here and it's obviously worse. Sorry about that. I hope you can hear us. Better late than never. That's right, Adrian. Hey, Adrian. We'll just say hi to a few people. Hi, Terry, Andrew, Dubu, Angus, JW. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining us. So we haven't done a live for a while. I think our last one was in San Diego, which is terrible because I thought we were planning on doing more while we were in the Sea Cortez, but it didn't happen. So here we are, and we just wanted to jump on to give you guys an update on real time. Our videos, obviously, we're still in the Sea Cortez. We're not that far behind. We're only a few weeks behind on videos, so we should catch up pretty quick. But you want to tell everyone where we are?
if I say it correctly, we're in Puerto Penasco. So it's pretty much up in the very top of the Sea Cortez, and that's where we've holed out. So
Catalpa's on the hard stands.
she's on the hard. It's really, really hot.
We're out of the water. So, and hence why we are not on Catalpa right now is because we have an Airbnb that we're staying in while the boat is out of the water, or for the first few weeks anyway, because it's so hot. We tried to stay on the boat and yeah, it's a lot. And working on the boat and sleeping on the boat is a little too
It's
much.
one thing being in the water up this way in the Sea Cortez, but as soon as you're out of the water, the heat is just amplified so much more on the hard stand.
When you're outside sanding.
Yeah.
It's nice to come back and have a little bit of relief in the air conditioning, that's for sure. So that's where we are. We are in an Airbnb, and that's where we're doing the live. We thought it'd be better doing it from here because our Starlink wasn't working that great in the boatyard, but apparently this isn't that great either. This isn't doing great, so bear with us, guys. And if you have any questions, please ask us, and we'll hopefully get to everybody and answer all your questions. But that's where we are. Catalpa 2 is on the hard stand for the first time. We haven't hauled her out yet, so a lot of people thought we hauled out in San Diego, and we didn't. So this is the first time we have hauled out Catalpa 2. You say hi to anyone, honey? No.
Hi to all.
Hi. Hi to all. So the audio is occasionally lagging, so yeah, sorry guys, it must be the Wi-Fi that we're on isn't the best. Thanks, Adrian. In Arizona we call it Rocky Point. Yeah, that's where we are. We're at Rocky Point.
Yeah.
Everybody lately is giving us a hard time about how I pronouncing Mexican names and our Spanish. It's our accent. So we are from Australia, everyone, so just be kind. We can't help the way we talk. We do our best. I thought it would be entertaining if we, for you guys, if we're not saying it funny, if we are saying it funny. Yeah, David's saying there's been some crazy temperatures. I don't think we're the only place that's been super hot. I think it's been hot in a lot of areas all over the world. So
yeah, I think it's been, up near 40 degrees. So I don't know, Fahrenheit wise, it must be just over 100. So
it's warm when you can't just jump in the water off your boat. That's how we manage the heat on our boat. We're okay when it's hot. When we live on the boat, 'cause you can just jump overboard and have a swim and cool off. But when you're in the hard stand, it's a little bit hard to do that. You can go to the beach, but it's a little bit of a walk in the heat. Monster Hog has asked if there's any surfing in this area, and I don't think so.
maybe kite surfing.
Yeah. We don't have any surf here, unfortunately, but we could potentially do a road trip and go surfing. There's a possibility. So anyway, I wanted to do this live to kind of let you guys know our plans and what we're doing. Obviously, for those of you who have just joined, we are in Rocky Point in Puerto Penasco in the top of the Sea of Cortez, and we've just hauled out Catalpa too. So it is hurricane season, and so we opted, instead of staying in the water for hurricane season, we've opted to haul out because we hadn't hauled this boat out before. So that's the reason why we've hauled out, and our plan is to get most of our work out of the way while we are first hauled out, and then we'll see how we go. But we thought maybe we could go and travel and see some things on this side of the world. We're not sure. We've really left it open. September, October, we don't have any real plans, so we're hoping just to do as much boat work as possible, and then we'll see. So we're kind of a little bit open to what we're going to do. I mean, we could also do all our boat work, get put back in the water. We don't, not sure. So we're just leaving it open until something happens. All right, so we're getting some questions now. David, you want to have a question?
How are we finding the boat now? We've been sailing it. Yeah, so the boat itself, sailing wise, pretty much since we left San Diego to where we are now, we've done very little motoring. It actually sails really well. It does have a centerboard, which we haven't actually used yet, which needs to be freed up. But we haven't really gone into the wind too much, so we haven't really needed that. So
we're doing a lot of light wind sailing. We've got a spinnaker on board, which we've never had in the past, and that has made a hell of a difference.
Yeah. So yeah, we haven't needed to motor too much, which has been good.
Kids, you want to read out a question, powwow, and answer one?
And how is the hull of your boat? So we're just in the process now. We've actually got to go across the border and get some better sanding gear. We are going to sand the bottom of the hull back to bare gel coat and run a barrier coat over it, and then anti-foul it. But there's a handful of blisters, so a boat that age, it's pretty good overall. We'll know more
happy.
once we sand into it a bit more. And when I say blisters, they're really only really little ones. So,
but the hull overall, we're really happy with what it looks like, and You never really know until
Yeah.
you haul it out, and we were a little bit nervous about that, but
So we dived on it and had a look, and yeah, to the eye it looked alright, but you never know until you pull it out, and that's when the blisters start to come. But yeah, like I said, there's only a couple, so it's really good.
yeah. Oh, you got a question yet? No. Joseph said currently watching the videos from the beginning. Oh, wow. I have about 5 years to catch up on. You all have such fun attitude about everything, even the boat chores. Well, welcome. Thanks for joining our little community here, Joseph. Yeah, there's a lot of videos for you to catch up on. We have been going for a long time. What? No? Ask Bella a question, guys. Watch all your videos and love you. Thanks, Sher. So the last week we have been trying to, first of all, we got here and we were just trying to get ourselves sorted. Thank you, Yosmite. We were just trying to get ourselves sorted and find what was going to work and get in a bit of a routine. Like Lee said, we've got to go across the border, so we actually are going to go to the States tomorrow. Yeah. And get some supplies because we don't have all the things we need, so we will do a run to Arizona. That's right. Phoenix.
Yeah.
And so we've got some packages that we're going to go pick up as well. So we have an address now, so we can get things from Amazon, so that's super helpful. And thank you, Catherine. And we are also just looking at trying to work out what we can do while we're on the hard stand. So obviously there is a lot of work that we could do on Catalpa 2, but we're just trying to prioritize and get what's most important done, and safety wise and all of those kind of things. So this week has kind of been just getting a little bit of a groove here in Rocky Point, and that is just been looking at the hull. Lee's done a lot of scraping, the kids have done a lot of scraping and sanding back of the hull. I've been editing, trying to catch up on videos, so we're just kind of doing that, and we'll hopefully get some projects underway other than the hull soon. But what are some of the projects you want to do while we're on the hard?
Some of the projects, working from the bottom up. Like I said, we just want to get the hull right first. We'll get any little blisters fixed and have that ready for any failing, and then we'll move to the propeller. We'll take that off, service all that up. We'll look at all the skin fittings. They've sort of got a bit of age on them, so we're not sure. It's sort of peace of mind just to replace all the skin fittings. You can sort of polish them up a bit, but we get to have a good look at that. I think at this stage we will replace quite a few of them. What else we got? That's pretty much it for the outside. We've still got a cutlass bearing to replace. So there's a fair bit of work below the waterline to be done. And then we're not sure at this stage. We may look at doing some rigging. And then whatever time we've got left over, there's a lot of little jobs, but they don't have to necessarily be done on the hard stand. But so I don't think we'll pull the mast here and do the rigging. If we were to do it, we'd just do stay by stay. I don't know if they have really the gear to be pulling masts properly here, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. Lots to do.
Lots to do. That's for sure. And writing a priority list, like we said, we'll try and do as much as we can, but obviously we can't do it all, so
It's just to try and get the important things out of the road, and like Sarah said, there's a massive list, and a lot of that can be done back in the water too.
Yep. We've already had enough. We've only been out, we've been out for less than a week.
It's really challenging with the heat. So yeah, there's not a lot of people in the yard. I get it. Everyone leaves, and I suppose waits for the cooler weather to come back. And
Everyone did think we're crazy. They're like, "Why are you hauling out in the hottest months of the year?" And well, we just figured that it was hurricane season, so we thought instead of sitting in the Sea Cortez freaking out about hurricanes, we'll be on the hard stand and get it all done. It's hot, but we'll make it work. It's not the first time we've done something insane. Alright. Adrian said, do you have any plans to make it over to Europe? Gosh, you want to answer that?
I think so. We are kind of.
We'd like to, is the answer. We don't have any set plans on exactly where we are going, because we have lived on a boat long enough to know that doesn't always work out, so we are just going with it each destination by destination. So we make plans as we go. We'd love to get over to Europe and eventually see all of that. So yeah, Adrian, maybe in the future. Someone said, do you have time to tour Arizona when you pick up supplies? Highly recommend Grand Canyon and Sedona. We probably won't this time. We are going to hire a car and go for one night.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little bit of a rush trip because it's the initial one. We will do plenty of trips up to the States while we're here, I imagine. So we will definitely go and explore. We'd love to go and explore and see some things. I know a lot of people were really disappointed that we didn't do a video about San Diego or anything around that area. And to be honest, we didn't do anything else, so we couldn't video. So we'd like to, seeing we're going to have the boat out for a while, at this stage, that's the plan. We would like to go and travel and see some things on this side of the world, absolutely, and on the land. So we're going to try and make that happen. And yeah, because we are out for a while, we can hopefully have a little bit of a break every now and then if it gets too hot. Yeah. So we're going over to get our supplies and packages tomorrow, but obviously we probably won't remember everything or be able to get everything, so we'll have to go back again. So yeah, all right, well, thank you for the recommendation. We will definitely look into what to do in Arizona while we're at that side. Mark said, what do you want to accomplish? I think we answered that, Mark. If there's anything more specific, let us know. Joseph said, did you learn editing on the fly, or was there some prior experience? No, I had no idea. I still don't really have an idea. I've just learnt as I've gone along. But yeah, no, I didn't know anything about editing or videoing. I just picked up the camera and pointed at everybody and then had to go. I've been doing it for a little while now, so hopefully I've gotten better. David has a question. This is for you, babe. Have you had any more sediment in the engine filter or the fuel?
No, the fuel's been clean so far. We were trying to lower the amount of diesel in there before we hauled out, so we could give the tank a good clean out. So we still, one of the jobs we may look at doing is cleaning the tank, but yeah, no, as of now the fuel's been clean. Yeah.
It's been good. We were trying to empty the tank. We wanted to have fuel, obviously, in case we needed to motor, so we weren't putting much fuel into the boat, and I think we still have a fair bit because we really didn't motor at all.
No.
So
Maybe a quarter of a tank.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys see, if you'd watched all our videos, Lee hooked up so that he ran all of the fuel through the filter from our tank, through a filter, is that right? And then back through into the tank. So
we had that running for like maybe 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, so maybe you'll probably do that again, or empty the tank. We don't.
We might do it properly, we're not sure yet.
Alright, hello from Alabama. Hi Luther. Robert said, do we have a bow thruster on Catalpa too? Bella, do we have a bow thruster on Catalpa too?
No.
We do not. How do we deal with seasickness, Taj?
We don't really get seasick.
No, we're super lucky. We have all. Well, maybe we just haven't been in the right sea yet. Some of us get a little queasy from time to time. Bella has a few seasickness tricks.
Gotta eat some ginger.
Eat ginger. I don't think we get sick enough to really give that many tips away. We get, if anything, a few of us have got queasy before, but none of us have ever thrown up. So we're really lucky so far. Oh, a big well done to Bella on her own channel. Some great content. Thank you, Adrian.
Thank you.
Bella's going to give herself a bit of a plug right now. Go! Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Bella has started her own YouTube channel. Please go and subscribe. Support her over there on her channel. She's making excellent videos. They are way better than mine. So go and subscribe over there. You'll see other stuff that's happening on Catalpa as well, because our videos are a little bit different. So yeah, it's kind of like a behind the scenes of Catalpa and Bella's point of view. So she's doing an incredible job. So go and subscribe and like and comment and share her channel to everyone. Oh, someone just asked. Steve asked, when are you posting next?
I mean, hopefully tomorrow, but the video's not done, so if I can get it finished in time, then it'll be tomorrow. Otherwise, next week.
So when do you post, Bell?
Well, I try to post every Sunday, and most of the time I do, but sometimes I don't get a video finished in time, so yeah.
So her posting day is Sundays. I'm trying to post on Sundays as well at the moment, so I can get 2 videos out of one. I'm a little all over the shop, but I do try. I get them up when I can get them up. Oh, thank you, Rick. Q2 said, hello, Rice family. Hello. All right, the last anchorage in Mexico looked amazing. The water clarity was stunning. That was David. It was honestly as beautiful as it looked on the videos as how beautiful it was in real life. It was absolutely gorgeous. We had some really incredible moments in the Sea of Cortez, and we loved cruising in there. And that place, the video that you're talking about, is probably probably our favourite spot. We have 2 favourite spots, but we haven't shown you that on the videos yet. But that one was definitely a favourite. The water was so clear and beautiful, and everything was just, we had a really great time. Yeah, the Sea Cortez it lived up to its name. We were a little bit hesitant on whether or not we would like the Sea Cortez. I know everybody talked it up to us, but we were like, ah. Anyway, it really did live up to its name. You think?
Yeah, it was good. There's
Yeah.
I think on the way back down, I'd love to have a bit more scuba equipment, so I'd like to see a bit more underneath.
Yeah. Yeah, we were a bit bummed that we didn't have our scuba gear, but we still free dived and saw some incredible things. And oh my God, we swam the sea life. Like, we swam with dolphins and sea lions and whale sharks and like so many things that I've ticked off my bucket list from just being in the Sea of Cortez. It was pretty amazing. We truly had a really good time. So all those videos are yet to come. I think there's a few videos to go, but I'm getting there. We're only a couple of months behind. So the next couple of months is jam-packed with a lot of good stuff. You should get your hull dried out before barrier coat. Just a thought. Cheers. Thanks, Douglas. We are going to do that.
Yeah, that's part of the reason we'll strip it right back to the gel coat, and exactly while we've got the time here, it's a perfect place to dry out, and before we get that barrier coat on, and hopefully in the future have no problems with osmosis.
That's the plan. Alright, SVZ says, are the kids still happy to stay on board for the foreseeable future? Do they have any plans, goals for the next 5 years? And I can't wait to tell you guys all about it.
I do, but I don't know. I'm not going to disclose it, but
You're not jumping boat anytime soon, Taj?
no, I don't. Not too soon. Don't want to miss out on the Bahamas and if we go to the Mediterranean.
He's not silly.
What if we go to the Pacific?
No, I don't really want to go to the Pacific.
Yeah, it's hard to jump ship if we cross the Pacific next year.
No.
Maybe. Go on to ask to answer.
I don't know.
Well then say I don't know.
I only have a week plan, and that is to finish sanding the hull.
Aw, what a
Because I
good
am
girl.
so tired of sanding. I just want it finished.
Yeah.
It's been a real struggle. We just haven't really got the proper sanding equipment at the moment, so but we will have when we get back hopefully tomorrow. So
Yeah, all their hard work hasn't really been paying off. So you can't really see what you've done.
You know, people walking up to us all every day just going, you should have sandblasted. You should have sandblasted. You should have sandblasted. And we're like, yeah, probably should have.
Everyone in the boatyard thinks that they're mental. Oh well. Anyway, it'll be worth it. Joseph just joined us on Patreon. Thanks, Joseph. Bella is getting more confident each week. She is doing a great job. Thank you, David. I agree.
Thank you.
Hi from Key Largo, Florida. Bella is doing a great job on her channel. I'm going to try the lasagna recipe.
Thank you.
Angus says, congrats to Bella on her big success with her new YouTuber channel. Thanks, Angus. 30 years of professional TV experience here. Bella's video production is amazing for her experience level. I'd hire her on the spot.
Oh.
Well, there you go. So anyone who hasn't gone and checked out Bella's channel, go and check it out. She does a really good job. She's editing all her own videos. She's doing an incredible job over there. So very proud, Mum. Go and subscribe. Any updates on what happened to Catalpa 1?
So
Yeah, we are going to tell all the story. There is just, we can't at the moment. And well, we could. I don't know.
maybe in a month or so, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. This isn't on our end. There's just whatever the I don't know.
We'll explain the complications
We'll have to
later.
explain it, but we don't have Catalpa 1 anymore.
Yeah.
Catalpa 1 is in Indonesia, and that's as much as we can say. We're just waiting for something to happen, and then we can explain everything. Is anyone interested in seeing our journey from when we travelled? I know when I posted not long ago, I posted some videos and I was trying to catch up on what happened. So our Indonesia, the final bits of Indonesia, and what happened to Catalpa, and sailing back to Australia on our friend's boat in Alakai. There's some really great content there, and I haven't had a chance because it's hard to keep up with the channel as it is. But I was planning on going back and showing everybody that. I did post a video from Indonesia not long ago, and not everyone, a lot of people enjoyed it, but some people were just really confused. They didn't have, like they thought I was reposting old content. And so if you guys are interested, please let me know if you'd like us to go back in time and like explain everything and show you our trip all the way back. I'm going to make those videos for myself, but if you'd like to see that on our channel, please let me know, because I would love to share it. The last time I put a video up from Indonesia, everyone was confused, and they didn't really take it very well. So I don't know why, but our channel seems, all of the old videos are all numbered as episodes, so it's kind of easy to follow, I thought. But if it's not, yeah, again, let me know. I thought that it was easy to kind of keep track because it's episode are all in number, and then our Catalpa 2 adventures are all under Catalpa 2. So if it's all confusing, I don't know. I thought it was kind of self-explanatory, but a lot of people email me and ask questions, and I was just curious to get your feedback. If you would like to see all those videos, yeah, let me know, because I will share them. Not that they're made yet, but they will be. Okay, I live in England. How bad is hurricane season and how long is it? David, we have never been in hurricane season, but I think it ends in November. So I don't know, to be honest, how bad it is. When we were in the sea, they have localized storms, which are like summer storms, and they're called chubascos, and they happen all through summer, and they bring a lot of wind and can be quite destructive. I know there was one not long ago when we were in Santa Rosalia, and that it destroyed a lot of boats actually on the hard stands or in the marinas on the other side, directly across from where we were. Does anyone know what that name was? Where Memo and that? And anyway, starts with G. Guaymas?
Yeah,
Or something. Anyway, we don't know. But apparently, yeah, that wasn't a hurricane. So that kind of scared us a little bit. We're not sure what a hurricane's the same as a cyclone, or not?
Sorry?
A hurricane, is that the same thing as a cyclone?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So that wouldn't be a nice thing to experience. We've been told some stories of the winds that they get with hurricanes, and yeah, so we had no idea, so we thought it was the best solution to come and be well out of the way of any hurricanes. So yeah, but I think hurricane season ends late October. Let me know if I'm wrong. Oh, electric bikes is in Phoenix. Thanks for that. We love our electric bikes. Our bikes are so good, and we aren't getting paid to say that, but we have our 2 bikes on board, and they have just been so good. We obviously don't have a car, so transport, especially at the moment while we're in the hard stand, and we have opted to stay in an Airbnb, it's about a 5-minute bike ride, and the electric bikes have just made it so much easier than not having them. So we are super grateful for our electric bikes. That is for sure. We do recommend it. They fold up, so they're not the smallest of things, and they are taking up some of Lee's engine bay, but
a lot of it. It's a love-hate.
Yeah, you'd still want them though.
Yeah, it's definitely awesome transport because we can all 4 of us can get around. So yeah, they're awesome.
Oh, Kitco, thank you. Hi, David. There's lots of Davids. David's a very popular name amongst our followers. Cyclones are faster moving than hurricanes. Oh, there you go. I didn't know that, Mike. Thank you. Have you seen any Humboldt squid yet?
No, not yet.
What's that?
Big squid.
A big squid.
I think so, I'm not sure.
What's a Humboldt squid? Anyone? Is it just like a normal squid? Like we've got squid in Australia and Indonesia, but we haven't seen any squid over here. Oh, thanks, Dubu. We'll let you know when we're back in La Paz. We probably will stop in there again and on our way back down. I survived Hurricane Katrina and I'm from Seattle. It's not too bad. Hurricanes can happen all the way in November. Oh. No. There you go. We are a little naive about hurricanes and this side of the world. we honestly didn't plan on being here.
Safer
It
for us
just
to be out
happened.
of the water for now.
Huh?
It's safer for us to be out of the water now.
Yeah. Yeah. We're not great planners. And the hurricane holes probably won't be close enough for us. We'll be like, oh, let's go over here. Have you already been asked what are you with Catalpa 1? Yeah, we already did get asked, and a lot of people are asking. Catalpa 1 is going to, we will tell everybody all about it when we can, and at the moment we can't. So it's, Catalpa is in Indonesia, and that's as much as we can say, but it will all come out eventually. Yeah, the bikes are way cheaper than hiring cars, and we're super lucky because we can double on our bikes, so we can all go on our bikes. Again, I'm not getting paid to say this. We really love our electric bikes. They are amazing. They've been so handy.
We do have to lock them up everywhere though, because there's a
everyone loves
lot
them.
of eyes on them and a lot of questions asked about them. So yeah.
Yes.
How's the engine running? No unknown issues. Yeah, so the engine, we haven't done a lot of hours on it yet. I think there's maybe 150 hours we've done since we've owned it. There's a littlest bit of white smoke, so I'm assuming the injectors either need to be cleaned or replaced. And the raw water pump that we got serviced for the third time is still leaking, so we're just going to buy a new one, and hopefully we'll have a backup one once it gets serviced again. So yeah, it's leaking a little bit of oil at the moment, and it's a real pain. So
But we were really nursing the engine the whole time that we've been travelling because of the, what is the bearing?
yeah, so the cutlass bearing, being that was worn, we didn't really want to run it too much and have the shaft shaking around. So
Luckily we had wind all the time,
yeah,
so, and we can sail in super light winds, so that was
Yeah.
handy.
not that we had super light. The whole way down the coast was really breezy.
Oh yeah.
From San Diego, it was really fun.
We had an incredible time down the Baja coast. That was really cool. It was a little bit colder than what we would have liked, but we did get some surf, and we met some great people, and yeah, it was really special. It's really different. The outside was really different to coming up to the Sea Cortez, and
Yeah.
it's been different everywhere. The landscape is so different to what we're used to. It's so dry, and there's just like cacti, and
Apparently lots of bees too, but we only had one encounter with the bees, and they were everywhere.
yeah, we pulled into one anchorage, and it was really, really hot that night, and I slept outside, and I got woken up to like maybe 2 bees buzzing around, and I was like, oh. So I went back inside, and thank goodness because the boat was all open, I put the fly screen, like the screen down on the companionway, and by 9 o'clock, the boat was covered in bees.
There's more bees than boat.
And we had to, we just got out and pulled the anchor, and we got away from there. But we looked out the window, and there was another boat anchored there, and all I could see was them trying to hit all the bees when they were pulling up their anchor. So that wasn't fun.
Yeah.
No one got stung though.
No, Taj got stung. He
Oh,
woke
no,
up
both
to
of
it.
you did.
Yeah.
That's right. That's how the kids woke up that morning.
Yeah.
Because the bees came in, and we still don't know where they got in.
I think they got in through the little sections of the hatch.
Yeah, but Taj woke up with like one to his forehead, one to his cheek.
No way. Elbow.
So that wasn't a nice way for them to wake up. But we didn't have too many. There was only that. We had 2 anchorages where there was bees, and that was the worst one. But the whole time we were in the Sea Cortez, there was only 2 anchorages, so that was pretty lucky, I guess. Okay, Humboldt squid. Now this is interesting. For those of you who don't know as well, known to Mexican fishermen as Diablo Rojo, the red devil. The Humboldt squid is historically found in the warm waters of the Sea Cortez, the voracious predator. Are they like a giant squid?
3 foot long.
Oh, here we go. Sorry.
Can grow to 6 feet in length.
Wow. Eat fish, cannibalizes each other. So is that a giant squid or is it a little bit different?
Still different. There's bigger squids there.
And do people eat them? We got a bunch of them one year in the sea, 3 foot long ink squirters, delicious but mess while landing them. Yeah, we've caught them in Australia and little ones in Indonesia, not big ones, but ones in Australia were quite big and they inked everywhere. Super messy.
Messy but yummy.
They're so delicious.
Definitely not 3 foot long though.
They weren't 3
Our
foot.
ones were like a foot long.
They're really like, yeah, this one. We thought that was big. So, no, we haven't seen the Humboldt squid.
Just look out for the white sharks. Well, we thought we'd seen a white shark, but now we look at it, that we've seen a massive fin, and we think it
That
might have
wasn't
been a
a
killer whale. It was huge.
Yeah, it wasn't a shark.
Yeah, all from a distance.
Yeah, Lee and I saw it and it was massive and like, it was huge. There's no way unless it was like some kind of megalodon. That's a big shark. We think it might have been a killer whale, maybe. I don't know. We didn't actually see it. Why didn't we get the drone up? Because we
We
lost
don't have a drone. We lost that one, but we have another drone, the orange one, but we don't have a PC to do the software update.
Yeah,
We
and
only
it's
have Mac, so
terrible. We fly it
Yeah.
and it's like the footage is terrible. It's all over the place and you can see the propellers. Oh, it's terrible. So our job to do while we're here is get another drone. Me and my buddy, hello. Good evening from Finland. Have you seen any other YouTube sailing channels in your recent travels? We have not. We have not. We thought there was a lot of channels here, but we
Got down a bit earlier, we would have seen a lot.
when we were in San Diego and we were like coming to Mexico, there was a lot of YouTube channels here. But I think there's some have hauled out in the boatyard that we're in, but they're not there. We saw a few boats. I know World Towning is in there, and Jupiter. What's his name?
Oh yeah, the guy that's got the Mumby catamaran life on Jupiter or sailing Jupiter.
Yeah, so I think there's a few around. There's some boats that are hauled out that are some channels, but no, we haven't seen any
He's
channels.
actually an Australian channel, I think. Jupiter.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. But if you know any channels, I'm not great at following where people are. But I know that some people have been asking us about channels. Are you here with this person and this person and this person? And I think maybe their videos are a bit behind because someone asked us if we were here with Delos and they're long gone. So, how's Taj doing with his artwork?
Pretty good. Doing a few jobs here and there.
I don't think they can hear you, mate.
What? Oh. You reckon? I was doing alright. Been doing a few jobs here and there. Got it.
It's not going to.
Don't elaborate.
Doesn't feel like talking today, obviously. Everyone, it's funny because people meet us over the years. They've met us, and on our videos, through our videos, they think that Bella's the really outgoing one, and Taj is super quiet. But it's not like that in real life. Bella's more quiet, and Taj is usually outgoing, but today's
He's a bit tired.
oh, he's
There's
been
too
working
much,
hard.
Too much scraping of the hull, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I scraped the entire half of the hull yesterday.
He has been working hard.
In 100 degrees, so that nearly killed
Yeah.
me.
Poor baby. I've only touched my toes in the Pacific. Way too cold for me. Water is much warmer here in the Caribbean. Yeah, it is cold. The Pacific side is cold. And not clear. It's like murky. Which is fine. We stopped at one place and went surfing, and there was like seals. I don't know the difference between a seal and a seal.
Sea lion.
But I know I always say the wrong thing. See, I think the big ones are seals, right? So when we were coming down the Baja coast and we went surfing at this little spot, and there was no one else out, there's us and one other boat. But we were over near these rocks, and then all of a sudden this seal would just go whoop and pop his head up and look at us, and that was foreign to us. Hey Bella, did you like that? Someone says hi from the Netherlands. Hi. Taj looks knackered. Hi Robert. Yeah. Everyone's all, well, you three. I have been editing, so I can't really complain that I'm tired. But they've been working on the boat. Those of you who are just jumping on, we're on the hard stand in Puerto Penasco in New Mexico.
Rocky Point.
Rocky Point. What? I didn't say it wrongly. That's where we are, and at the moment, right this second, we are in an Airbnb because we're staying in an Airbnb while we are on the hard stand for the first few weeks anyway, because it is really hot. So we are not flying home. A lot of people, when we were hauling out, are saying, "Are you flying back to Australia?" At this stage, we are not. It's really expensive for us to fly home and then come back again. So our boat is our home, so we'd have to couch hop or whatever when we went home. But yeah, at this point, Australia's a bit of a big flight, so we won't be going home at this stage. Here we go. The difference. Sea lions, you can see their ears. Seals only have ear holes. Ah, that's the difference. Did you know that? I didn't know that. So are they all from the same area? Sorry, I can Google this, don't worry. You're just gonna look at their ear holes. What's your favourite Mexican food? Bella, start with you.
Shrimp tacos.
Probably shrimp tacos as well.
Or prawn tacos, as we call them.
Prawn taco.
Oh yeah, that one, the prawn taco.
I like ceviche.
Yeah, that'll be up there too.
So that'll be up there. It's funny, Mexican food in Mexico is very different to Australian Mexican food. So that's some trivia for you. I guess Australians kind of made it their own, or it's a fusion or something, but some of it is similar, but it's quite different in Mexico. Has there been any cliff jumping lately? Oh, I missed something.
No, it's so sad. We left the place where we can jump.
But you were when you were there.
Oh yeah, we were when we were there. But lately, no.
That probably the coolest cliff we've jumped off, right?
They were cool. That's lately. I know when you say lately you mean here, but lately as in...
Oh yeah, I guess that was only like a couple of weeks ago. Feels like ages ago.
It's like we've been on the hard stand for a month. How is your freezer compressors holding up?
I think everything's, the freezers are only just holding in, I suppose, but it's really hard for them, especially when we're not on the boat and it's locked up. But yeah, it's just coping.
Someone suggested that it's amazing if sailing families could do a kid swap. The Zatara kids, Jaden Morse, etc. would be great content. Wow, I don't know how the Zatara kids would feel going from their boat to our boat. That would be some great content.
I know our kids wouldn't mind it.
That'd be funny. Hi from Cornwall, UK. Any unexpected snags with the Catalpa that's shown up? Not
There's-
yet.
There's lots of little things here and there, like I was just looking at the gypsy wasn't quite right, and this is pretty common. The chain on our gypsy is slightly smaller than what it should be. So I don't know what we'll do there yet, but that's pretty common. Cruising boats can only get what chain they can get in certain areas, and in this case, the guy got the wrong size chain for the gypsy, or someone did in the past. So we don't know what we'll do there.
This is super common.
Yeah, the guys we were cruising with had a different size chain coming up here.
We had so much trouble with our chain and our gypsy on Catalpa 1.
Yeah, same.
It was like,
And because yachts obviously go right around the globe, then you have metric and imperial, and then if you're in a spot where there's only imperial, vice versa. So yeah, we'll have to look at that. And just little things like that that are constantly popping up, and yeah, the more we use the boat, the more we'll find along the way and iron out all the little gremlins along the way. But,
it took
yeah.
us a long time to kind of get Catalpa 1 to a stage where we were kind of, well, she was, till the end she was breaking, but we got better and better at finding or ironing out all the bugs, I guess.
I get it, with especially cruising boats, like there's no excuse if your boat's in the local marina all year, but for cruising boats, and certain things are only available, so you've got to sort of make do. So definitely seen a little bit of that.
Whoa, we might have to move. Hey? Oh, our computer is about to die. So hopefully it doesn't turn off. The battery's very low.
Okay.
So I was going to sing you a song while we do this.
Nah, Bella's been actually practicing. Do you have a ukulele? She's been doing voice exercises.
No, I haven't.
Yes.
Getting her vocal cords better. Just getting ready to sing.
I thought you were going to start a band together. You're the singer.
No, I think Bella was. I was gonna just tap on the ground, just make the beat in the background.
Oh, yeah. We won't do that. Okay. We're not going to go flat anymore. It's all charged. How do you like the new sail plan, honey, with the extra mast? What are you thinking? Do you still want to keep the mizzen? What's going on in your brain, honey?
Oh, it's a very controversial topic here. It's
Tell us all about it.
well,
We're going to take off the mizzen.
no, the mizzen's great. It gives you definitely a lot more options, and we understand that. But there's definitely a lot of real estate at the back that it takes up too. So there is another Pearson exactly like ours that was, I think, the last one they built, and it was built just as a sloop without the mizzen. So some people have suggested to remove the mizzen, and it wouldn't be needed. But yeah, we're happy with it overall.
We like having it, especially if there's strong winds. Our mainsail is such a pain in the ass, and the mainsail itself is really old and tired, and all the battens are falling out. But because it's a furling boom, it's just
It's just the sail conditions not helping the furling, so
it's such a pain.
the mizzen sail is in a lot better condition, and it furls up beautifully. So
Yeah, so we actually prefer our mizzen sail to our mainsail at the moment because it's just, we don't even want to put it up. It's such a pain. We've had so many troubles, and we got caught around a headland one time and we were coming down, and there was
Yeah.
really strong winds, and we couldn't get the main down.
well, we couldn't furl it. So with in boom, at least you can
can
drop the sail, but
But we were trying to
furl
furl
it
it up.
away.
And then in saying that, even when it does work, it's so hard. But we have someone that does it, but if it was just you and me, it'd be a really pain in the ass to get up.
Yeah.
You'd need an electric winch. It was just two people. Anyway, there's my little complaint about our mainsail. So we talk about taking off the mizzen, but the mizzen has been kind of really nice to use that instead of the main sometimes. I mean, we put the main up most of the time, but then when we're pulling it down, we're always like, why did we bother? Why did we put it up? Even right now, it's not in properly because when we were coming in here, we couldn't. The batten had come out of its. We'd repaired it once already, but the batten still was playing out. Anyway, it's a long story. We won't go into it, but we have contemplated taking off the mizzen because if we like imagine the amount of room, and we could have like really cool davits and more solar, and we could see it being really beneficial for us.
Yeah, there's just a lot of rigging too. That sort of is in your road walking down the side of the boat.
And our rigging needs replacing, and if we take off the mizzen, it'll be way cheaper.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know.
We'll see. We haven't made any decisions yet. Once we start doing the rigging, if you don't see the mizzen get put back up, that's fine. Yeah, anyway. What do you guys think? Tell us.
Well, there's only actually one reason. Like I said before, there was another boat. It was for sale actually, and the configuration of the mast from a sloop to a ketch is in the exact same spot with the Pearson 530. So, yeah, so it would work.
Alright, we have a hello from Texas. Hi, Bobby. Have you met many teenage traveling families? Our 12-13-year-old doesn't want to sail, so we are stuck being liveaboards for now. Any tips? Do you have two? Is there a 12 and a 13-year-old, or just a 12-13-year-old? Sorry, that would. If you have two kids, I think it would be a lot easier because they have each other. If you have one kid and you're traveling, I think it would definitely be a lot more challenging. And to be honest, I think there's more families now sailing, for sure. We've met some incredible families with kids our age, and we actually were really lucky. We got to hang out with them over COVID, and we travelled with them for a really long time, and it made the world of a difference. Like having another boat to travel with was crazy good. It was so good. It just made everything so much better. So yeah, we do meet families, but we haven't met a lot over the years. I mean, considering we've been sailing for nearly 9 years, we could count the amount of families on two hands. It
depends on your cruising grounds. Plus, we had COVID, so.
But now I think there are quite a lot of families sailing, and this side of the world, we've met a fair few kid boats with younger kids. I think there are a lot more now.
There's a lot more groups and
you can find
places to.
Yeah, you can connect with other families online, and there are definitely other boats with kids that are searching for boats with kids. So it's just a matter of finding somebody that you get along with really well, because that makes a difference as well. I mean, you really have to get along with the person. Just because there's another kid boat in the area doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be best mates, but it does help when they're another family to travel with. And yeah, just go online and join. I think there's Sailing with Kids on Facebook. There's plenty of groups. There's lots of groups now. There's so many people sailing now, and I think it would be a lot easier now. Right? You got any advice for this 12-13-year-old?
I don't know. Depends where you are.
You either want to live on a boat or you don't. I don't think you can't really force it.
Yeah, if they're not really happy about it, it's probably not going to be really fun for you if you force them to go. I don't know. Our kids were always happy to leave. They were happy for us to go on this adventure. It was something we talked about with them forever, and it was always going to happen. So they'd already got their head around it. When they were like 8 and 10 when we sailed, and they were already excited and keen and happy that they knew what was coming. So I think that's the difference with a lot of people ask this question. A lot of people want to know, you know, how did you get your kids to go and how all of that stuff. And it was really installed in them since they were little, because that was always our dream, to sail off. And I don't know if you've seen, there's a little clip of Taj when he was about 5, and we were on our, or maybe you were younger, like 4 years old, and we were on this little sailing boat, and he pointed out a big boat he said, "Mum, we can sail around the world on that boat." It was super cute, and I got it on camera. But it was just something that we'd already planned for our family from such a young age, that it wasn't like this shock. It wasn't hey, we're going to rip you out of school, we're going to rip you away from your friends. It was a long-term thing. We'd already said to them, like, they were in school, and we'd said to them, you know, one day we're probably going to sail away, and how do you feel about that? We talked about it for a really, really long time. So they also knew that there was always the option to go back if we all hated it, they hated it. We'd turn around, sell the boat, and go back to normal life. So I don't have advice as such. Do you have advice? I think it was just, that was our experience. It worked out that way. We've always, made things work. They're pretty easygoing kids, and we've been really lucky that they've enjoyed this lifestyle and didn't want to go back. So I hope that answered your question. What do you reckon? Yeah?
We'll wrap it up soon.
Yeah. Someone said Taj and Bella seem to get along together well, or do they? Oh, wouldn't you like to know? Most of the time. Most of the time they are pretty great mates, and they have occasional, like everybody, moments, but yeah, no, they're pretty good friends, and they like to hang out with each other, yeah? Well, you can answer, you're sitting right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're really not talkative today.
No,
Sorry about that, everyone.
The boat work's got to them.
The heat has zapped them. They can't handle the heat, even though we're sitting in the air conditioning. We'll probably wrap it up in a minute, because these two need to go and have a nap. They're going to have their little nap for the day.
I'll do it.
And we have to plan, because we're going to America tomorrow. We're going to the States, Arizona. Anyone got any tips for going across to Arizona in one day? Anything you can do, like a speedy thing? No, we probably won't do that tomorrow. But we got a question. Father texted, "How's your Spanish? How much trouble have you had with the language barrier?" Yeah. I'm trying. I really, really am. I do my Spanish every day, learning.
You got your Duolingo
I
streak.
do my Duolingo.
What are you up to?
Oh,
Like a
it's straight.
70-day streak?
Oh, yeah, but yesterday I didn't pass.
Oh, no.
So I don't know if I've ruined my streak. I'm up to like 88. 88 days straight learning Spanish. Super proud of that. But
We've had the little security guard teaching us a little bit of Spanish as well.
there's a really lovely guy at the boatyard, and he doesn't speak English at all. But he's trying to teach us Spanish, which is great, because I've found that I can kind of read a lot of it. Not a lot, I'm not great. But my pronunciation is terrible, and just the way, because they have different words for everything, and then they have the same word for a lot of things, so I get very confused very easily. I've got a minimal amount of Spanish, but I am learning and trying. I'm trying really hard, so I need a little bit of credit for that. Australian learning Spanish, I think, is really hard. Our accent makes things, like the speaking of it, a little bit challenging, but it's possible, and I am learning, so we'll get there. It has been a little bit challenging sometimes when we're somewhere that's more remote, but most places we've been, they've spoke English enough to get by, so it's been easier than when we got to Indonesia. I was forced to learn Indonesian, because some places there was literally no English, so it was a lot harder, and I learnt a little bit then because I had to. So this hasn't really forced me to as much, but I'm trying to force myself because I know it'd be a lot easier if I could speak some Spanish. So yeah, I'm trying. I'm just trying a little bit.
Me?
Are you? Not yet. He will.
I know I was
You
with
was.
the security guard dude. Kind of forced
we
into
have
it.
our maestro. Yeah, he likes to tell us how to say things and he makes us repeat. But it's really good, like talking to someone. Yeah, I think the hardest thing is like kind of with the app. I find that I'm reading it and I speak it out loud, but it's not really when you're having an interaction and then they can correct you. I think that's really helpful. So.
Where do we plan to be for Christmas?
Oh, good question. The Bahamas?
Probably.
That's what I'm hoping for, guys. Captain is really like, hell. No, I doubt we will be there, but you never know.
Why wouldn't we?
Yeah, why wouldn't we?
Good, you never know.
All going to plan. We get put back in the water. Everything is all good, and we've done a lot of things to the boat. Then that could possibly be the plan.
No.
But who knows? We could be in Mexico for Christmas.
Hopefully not in
I live in
That's the
Arizona,
hard thing.
plan longer to get into US than returning to Mexico. Did I read that one?
Maybe getting out more of the process and then coming back in's easy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, returning.
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand that. So when you're going across the border will take longer than coming back into Mexico for sure. Yeah. We know this. We crossed the border in Tijuana.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. Thanks guys for your time, tips, updates. We look forward to your future episodes. Keep making us Aussies proud. Aw, thank you. Hello. Hi Shay. Jealousy comes into mind when I see this lifestyle more and more. It's nice to sort of live this through so many sailing YouTubers today. Thank you for doing this content. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, it is. This is, I struggle with this a little bit, is that our life seems kind of perfect on YouTube and other people kind of perceive it that way, and living on a boat is beautiful. It is amazing. There are so many great things about living on a boat. There's also a lot of challenges and it's not always as dreamy as it looks on YouTube. So remember that, because it is a fair bit of difference if you are planning on moving onto a boat. If you love that lifestyle and you're absolutely sure about it, you will love it. No questions asked. But if you are having any doubts or you don't really know and you're just kind of jumping in head first and want to give it a go, it can be challenging, and we do like to keep it real on our channel as much as possible and share the good times as well as the hard times, just so that people know, because we over the years have definitely inspired a lot of people to buy boats. We get emails and messages, and which is incredible, that they tell us that we're the reason that they bought a boat and they've been sailing and they're loving it, and thank you. And that is, to me, is just, that's why we share these videos, and that's why I started doing this a long time ago, is because I wanted to share this life and show that it is possible, because it is. But I also don't want to share that it's an unrealistic, incredible way of living if it's, yeah, I don't know. Did that come across right? I'm not sure what I'm trying to say, but it is a really beautiful way to live, and I'm so happy that there are so many people that get inspired to chase their dreams, if that's the dream. But it's challenging as well. So yeah. Yeah, I love my family. Make me feel great about what I just said. Anyway. Alright. to wrap it up. Thank you for joining us today. It's always fun to jump on and talk with you guys, and I know it's a lot of us talking at you and answering questions, but I hope you've had a nice time with us this morning. It's the afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for all of your support and your love. And we have been going on this journey for a long time, and we have people that have been subscribed to our channel, that have been patrons of ours, that have been with us from the beginning, and we so much appreciate you. It's been an incredible journey, and to have all of you with us and watching us is unreal. And it's only those moments when you're interacting with each other that we remember that all of you are here with us and going along for the ride. So thank you for being here. Aww. Is that Garth or is that Didi? Thanks for watching. And we love you, we miss you, we miss all our family and our friends, and we really do. And I wish I could come home while we're hauled out at the moment and have a little bit of a visit. That would be amazing. But okay, I don't know, I lost what I was saying. But I think, whoa, did you just press N?
No, I didn't. It's still going.
Taj was like, alright, we're done.
Taj is getting a bit anxious here to get back into the boat works.
No.
He's ready to go back sanding. He can't wait. He's gonna go get his suit on. And
No, we're not gonna. It's like 2 o'clock, or nearly 1:30. So I think we've got a lot of
The heat will
ordering
drop
and
dead
organising.
straight away out there right now.
yeah, you got a couple hours. You can get back into it this afternoon.
Yeah,
No, we're gonna go plan. We've got to organise our car, and we're going to drive to Arizona tomorrow. Like us, last minute Larry's.
Last minute Amazon orders. So Amazon's pretty good. We can order now and it'll be there tomorrow. So
Yeah, so that will be good. So we've got we'll be able to pick up some things. And for those of you who have asked me lately, we do have an address, and our Amazon list is back online because it is going to go to someone in Phoenix for us, so we'll be able to collect all of those things. So those of you who are wondering if our Amazon list is actually up and running and if we're able to get those packages, we are. So thank you for all those people who did purchase anything off the Amazon wish list when we were in San Diego. That was such an amazing amount of people helped us there, and we were so thankful. So thank you for that. The Amazon wish list is on our website if you do want to go and have a look at it. But again, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everything. We honestly love sharing our lives with you, and that's it. You want to say anything, honey? David said we deserve more than 39,000 subscribers. Thank you. We did get jibbed a long time ago with YouTube, but that's okay. We love all of the people that are supporting and following us, and it's really not about the numbers for us, because you guys and our community is what makes it possible, and our patrons make it possible, and we seriously love each and every one of you, everyone who's watched our videos, even if you've just watched them and you've never liked, you've never commented, you're always there. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't already, go subscribe to our channel because it will help us grow. And that's it. I'm gonna be quiet, everyone else can say goodbye.
How do you say it in Spanish?
Adios, amigos.
alright guys.
Bye.
Until next
See ya.
time.
We love you guys. Bye.
And-